You just checked your bank balance today. Be honest. And for a second, your stomach dropped. 99% of people do that same thing. Rent hits. Card payment hits. Whatever's left becomes savings. If there's anything left at all. Most people think that's just how adulting works. It's not. There's a completely different order rich people use, and it changes everything. Let's start with the biggest one, because this one habit fixes half the other 8. Broke people pay everyone else first. Landlord, phone bill, Amazon cart. Then, if a miracle happens, they save whatever's left. Rich people flip the entire sequence. They pay themselves first. Before Netflix. Before Uber Eats. The second the paycheck lands, 10% minimum goes straight into savings. Treat it like a bill you're legally required to pay. Because you are. But here's what's fascinating. That one move exposes every other bad habit you've got. Like the debt one. Somewhere along the way, debt became normal. Buy now, pay never, basically. But there's a simple rule that separates people building wealth from people funding someone else's yacht. If you can't pay cash for it, you can't afford it. Full stop. Think about this. Credit card companies aren't rooting for you. They need you to carry a balance. That's the whole business model. And right now, according to Federal Reserve data, the average credit card sits above 21% interest. Not a typo. 21%. My friend once said yes to a just sign here couch deal, 0% APR. 18 months, no big deal. She missed one payment by 4 days. The retroactive interest kicked in. Suddenly that couch cost more than her rent. She's still paying off a couch. She doesn't even like the couch anymore. That's not bad luck. That's the system working exactly as designed. So what killed people's shot at building wealth before they even started? Not knowing their own numbers. You cannot fix what you refuse to look at. People who build real wealth know their income down to the dollar. They know their expenses. Assets, liabilities, all of it, written down, no vibes-based budgeting. And the second your income goes up without you tracking anything, something sneaky happens. Psychologists call it lifestyle inflation. You make more, you spend more, automatically. Bigger paycheck, bigger apartment, bigger car payment, same stress, just fancier. But that's only half the story. And honestly, what comes next is even stranger. Expensive hobbies quietly drain people the same way lifestyle inflation does. Nobody budgets for them. They just happen. A little golf here, a little wellness spending there. Death by 1,000 receipts. There's one more piece nobody wants to hear. You can't save your way to rich. Saving has a ceiling. You can only cut so many lattes. But the earning side? Unlimited. No ceiling at all. A side hustle, a raise, a new stream of income. None of that has a maximum. People who obsess over saving alone are optimizing the smaller half of the equation. And here's the part nobody talks about. Taxes. Taxes are quietly the single biggest expense most people will ever have. Bigger than their house, bigger than their car, and almost nobody treats it like a controllable cost. Wealthy people don't pay less because they're cheating. They pay less because they understand the rules. Retirement accounts, Roth IRAs, business structures. It's not a loophole, it's literacy. Most people just never got taught to read the manual, but here's what we lost by waiting on everything. Time. Every year you don't invest, inflation is quietly eating your cash sitting in a savings account. Not dramatically, just steadily, invisibly, like a slow leak. You tell yourself you'll start once you have enough. But there's no finish line where investing suddenly feels safe. There's just today and every day after today that you didn't start. What if it's not about timing the market at all? What if the entire game was just about time in the market, and everyone's been overcomplicating it for years? Before any of this works, though, you need a buffer. 3 to 6 months of expenses, sitting untouched, so one flat tire or one hospital bill doesn't undo your whole plan. Without that buffer, every emergency becomes a 5-alarm fire. With it, an emergency is just a Tuesday. And the last habit is the quiet killer. Not caring, not tracking, not asking, just numbly hoping it works out. Nobody wakes up and decides to be bad with money. Nobody plans to ignore their bank app for 6 months straight. It just happens one skipped statement at a time. Until one day the gap between where you are and where you thought you'd be feels impossible to close. So go back to that bank balance you checked earlier. Same number, same app, same stomach drop, maybe. But now you know that number isn't the problem. The order you're doing things in is the problem. Are you paying yourself first, or are you the very last line item in your own life?